Unless you've been living under a rock, you probably know that Fingersoft recently changed team events by increasing the score per map from 10 to 15,000. The majority like this change, however, I think otherwise. This video will be split into two halves. First, I'll be ranting about this change, and I'll finish by giving some ideas that Fingersoft will never listen to. Enjoy the video. Team events have been around for about 3.5 years at this point, and there have been no updates that altered them since their release. It was perfect. You got a nice round 10,000 points if you performed well, with a total of 40,000 being the score cap. But I guess Fingersoft wanted to give players a challenge, so they increased the limit to 15k. Don't get me wrong, this could have been done well, and it could have been a really good change, but Fingersoft ruined it because they were lazy. So, what's wrong with this change? Well, it seems great at first, being a challenge for good players. The more you look at it, the more flaws you notice. All Fingersoft did was increase the scores without any thought put into it, making lots of maps, especially time attacks, physically impossible to get 15k. Let's look at track 3 in the current event. For 15k you need 10 seconds, that's 5 seconds faster than the world record. What about the Flora's Lava track that we recently had? You hit the end of the map and get 11k, what were we supposed to do, drive through the lava? 10,000 also just looked and felt better, but now you know why I don't like it. Let's give Fingersoft a few suggestions that they'll never use. Before we continue, I'd love to hit 8,000 subscribers by the end of the month, so consider subscribing, it would really help me out. Now let's get into the suggestions. The first and more likely option is for Fingersoft to change the scoring system to make 15k hard, but not physically impossible. Changing scores down would make the whole thing much better, as it would make for a challenge while also not being overly intimidating to players with a low garage power. I believe one of the most important things is to make sure newer players enjoy teams, and the game as a whole, so they stick with it. The less likely option is that Fingersoft would change some tracks, like Flora's Lava, Hill Climb, etc., to make 15k possible. This could be done by lessening obstacles like hills and lava, or any other small nerfs like that. Obviously, this couldn't be done for time trial or adventure maps, but it could be done for the rest. The main reason I hate this change is because team events were already amazing, and there was no need to change them. I know this video is short, but I really wanted to share my opinions on the matter. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.